Hey guys, Lee, Ross Rod Shop. Back again to do another job today. Today we are on a 01 Dodge Ram 2500. It's a good friend of mine's truck. Just replacing the brake pads and rotors all the way around, all four corners. And that's it. We'll check out the calipers when we get them off, make sure everything looks good there. So let's get started. Okay, the first thing we want to do is get the vehicle jacked up. On trucks, I always just slide the jack right up underneath the frame. We'll get it jacked up. Now we've got the wheel and tire up off the ground. We'll pop this hubcap off. Usually just pop these things off. Just get you a small pry bar or a flat screwdriver right down in this groove and just pop it right off. Put down a little knee protection. Okay, these lug nuts are 15/16. Now just pull the wheel off. And just roll it out of the way. Get in here a little closer. One thing you want to do is, while you got the wheel off and you got everything, you want to inspect all your suspension components, your sway bar end links, which we can see the bushings are cracking on those, so that those need to be replaced. And then you see the boots missing off of the upper ball joint, and it's allowing moisture to get in there and it's starting to rust a little bit. So we may need to look at replacing the upper ball joint. And that's something I will advise him on when he picks the truck up. Now on these calipers, okay, what I've found to fit in here to get these out is a T47 Torx bit. Only thing is on up here on this top one, it's really close. Luckily, this one wasn't seized or stuck in there. And it was to where I could get it broke loose without too much difficulty. Still, with this bump stop piece in the way, it is a little difficult to get in here to it. Get a little old, get a little rust on them sometimes. Oh, there you go. They can set that up there on top of the control arm, get it out of the way. Now we'll slide our pads out. They don't look too bad. And our new pads should come with new sliders. So let's open up the box and see. Okay, and we're also changing the rotors as well, so we got to get these brackets off. We'll take these sliders off because the new pads come with new sliders, and you want to replace those anyway. They're old and rusted and bent. So now, get these 2 bolts off here so we can get the caliper bracket off and get this rotor out. Turn the wheel out, I guess. So these are 18mm bolts to get the caliper bracket off. What I've done is turn the wheel all the way to one side so I could get my impact in here to them. Because they can, you know, they're good sized bolts and sometimes can be pretty difficult to break loose if you don't have an impact, which I'm not going to be able to use the impact on that upper bolt. I'm not sure I'll be able to use a breaker bar either. Maybe a ratchet wrench and a hammer. There we go, got it loose with a ratchet wrench and a hammer. If you got a good ratchet wrench, you can do that. I don't recommend doing that on all ratchet wrenches because you'll bust them, but I paid up money for these naturally. You can see the brand name there. And I've beat on them quite a bit over the years, and they always do well with it. Okay, so you get both your caliper bolts out, bracket bolts out, slide your bracket out, then your rotor will just slide off. Check the bearing, make sure we don't hear any grinding noise or anything. Looks like we need another brake line right there. All right. Okay guys, we got the rotor here. These things come from the manufacturer. They have a coating on them to keep them from rusting. So before you put them on there, or before I put them on there, I always like to spray them down with some brake clean. Wipe them off. To get that coating on there. You don't want to see how dirty that is. You don't want that on there when you go to stopping. Spray both sides. Spray both sides of it. wipe it down. Get them nice and clean like. Now it's ready to slide back up on the truck. Okay. Now we'll just place the rotor back up on the truck, or to put the new rotor on the truck, that is. Slide it up on there. Now we can take the caliper bracket and put it back up. A lot of times when them rotors won't sit up there straight on there like that, I'll just take one lug nut and run it down to hold the rotor in place. There we go. One of these days I'll figure it out. Go ahead and get these caliper bracket bolts put back in. If we can find it. There we go. Screw them down, and they were an 18. Want to make sure they're good and tight. Okay, got those nice and tight. Get our brake pads. We take our new sliders, if we can get them apart. Okay. You got two different size sliders. There's a long one and a short one. The long one goes up here on the top. Then you just get your brake pad started on the top and then slide it in on the bottom, like so. And then do the same thing with the rear pad. Get it started on the top. For whatever reason. Okay, and then yeah, everybody can do how they want to. I like to take a little grease and smear it back here on the back of the pads, just to keep them from squealing. I know a lot of times people say you don't need it nowadays because of the new pads and the way they are, and that may be true, but I still do it. Now we're going to take our caliper, glove back on, take our caliper compression tool. It slides in just like that. We'll take our caliper compression tool and it slides in just like that. We're going to squeeze it. Well, we're going to get our glove caught in it. Then we're going to squeeze it, and it's going to push the pistons back in on the caliper. Okay guys, finished with the brakes, the front brakes on this Dodge. I'm gonna have to do the rear brakes later because it turns out they're drum brakes. So I'll do that in a separate video. He brought me discs thinking it was disc brakes, but it turns out they're drums. So I'm gonna wrap up this video for now on the front brakes. Somehow I've lost the footage where I could put the calipers back on there. But in the video, somehow I lost the footage of finishing up. You see me pushing the pistons back in on the calipers, and all you do is push those back all the way in, put the caliper back on, put the 2 bolts in with the 47mm Torx bit, and that's it. Now, one thing you always want to do after you do front brakes on a car or truck, get in there and press the brake pedal a few times to get the pistons to come back out. Otherwise, you jump in and take off, that first time you step on that brake pedal, it's not going to stop for you. So make sure you get in there and pump the brakes a few times to get them pistons back out to where they need to be. So that's going to finish it on this one. Please like, please subscribe. Thank you so much for everybody. The channel's doing better than I ever thought it would. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time.